Final Superpole race of the 2024 season gets underway. Toprak Razgatlioglu making a decent start already with level with Bulega going down in towards turn number 1. Wait to see who filters through. Certainly Bulega, who's hit the front. Razgatlioglu in second then. Alex Lowe's, though, will try to bundle his way through down the inside. Moves Razgatlioglu offline. Now Lowe's settles in on the outside and has to cut back to third place. Danilo Petrucci making a place off the line. Andrea Locatelli is up into fifth position and actually now attacking Danilo Petrucci. Great jump as well from Andrea Iannone. You see the yellow bike swarming on the tail of Iker Lecuona. So the Go 11 man, Andrea Iannone, up to 7th position. As for the last of those points-paying positions, Michael van der Mark in 8th and Xavi Vierke in 9th, with Michael Ruben Rinaldi losing a spot and down to 10th. As Petrucci thinks about a move into turn 6, they bunch up through there. Rinaldi's run wide. The two Hondas almost coming to blows as well.
Yeah, big mistake for Rinaldi there. He qualified on the 3rd row. The grid was looking strong in race 1 before a technical problem, but he's not going to be able to get himself back up into these top 9 positions.
Top 2 breaking away, 7/10 of a second already behind your top 2 to Alex Lowe's in 3rd position. And Danilo Petrucci wants to get a wriggle on here and get through on Lowe's as quickly as possible, because it's quite clear at the moment that Alex Lowe's holding up this group behind them. A long train, all with 1/10 of a second between each of these riders.
Yeah, they've already dropped a second behind the race leaders. Just looking further down the order, Bautista hasn't made any progress. Well, look, he ran off at turn 6 along with Rinaldi, so Bautista down there in 17th spot.
Low strong into turn 13. We saw that from him yesterday in his fight against Andrea Locatelli. So no opportunity for Danilo Petrucci to come through there. Onto the start-finish straight, though. Very different situation for Razgatlioglu today compared to yesterday. He's going after the race victory with nothing to lose. The title already settled, and that is the kind of move that we're going to see from Toprak Razgatlioglu as he makes his way through Sito Pons Corner at some 120 kilometers per hour on lap number 2 to draw alongside and through on Nicolo Bulega. Bulega will try to respond into the braking zone, though, for the Pedrosa hairpin, and Razgatlioglu takes the lead of this Superpole race.
Yeah, a really good move there from Toprak.
Big spill in the background there. Sorry, Steve, but someone's had a massive incident there, and I think it might have been one of the Hondas. It is indeed. In fact, it's both Hondas who are out of this race, and some concern for them as well on lap number 2. Razgatlioglu versus Bulega. Still nothing to choose between them. Nice pass from Toprak through turns 5 and then turn 6 to defend it. Bulega trying to answer back in a straight line now in the run towards turn 1 on lap number 3. This will be a test of character for Nicolo Bulega to see if he can go with Toprak, pushing very hard there in towards turn 1, and Razgatlioglu gaps him on the exit.
Yeah, trying to just get that bike stopped into T1, but it's very difficult to be able to try and leave yourself braking as late as Razgatlioglu. This is the area of the track where Bulega needs to be strong.
We'll just pick up the end here of that incident involving both of the Hondas.
Yeah, don't really get any sign of what happened there. The stewards are going to look into it at the end of the race, and yeah, again, still not a clear shot of what happened there, but certainly Iker was the one that came off worst from it. Looked like he would have been high-sided off that maybe, and that's why you can see the pain there for Iker. Such a shame if this is how his season ends. He's had so many injuries since coming to WorldSBK, and it looks like he's going to end the season with at least in a lot of pain. Nicolo Bulega doing such a good job. His last weekend here as a rookie, and he's impressed everyone all the way through this season with how consistent he's been, and definitely the race wins have been impressive, but
this is super from Nicolo Bulega. He puts the same move on Toprak Razgatlioglu that Toprak did to hit the front earlier on in this race. Now it's up to Razgatlioglu to respond as they reach the highest speeds on this Jerez circuit in towards the braking zone for turn 6, and Bulega's got the move done on lap 6.
Yeah, I thought he was going to set it up just to be strong on the exit of turn 5, but Bulega able to sense his opportunity and make the move.
And Razgatlioglu left the door open as Bulega had done earlier on in this race.
Yeah, and we'll see if Toprak's able to answer back, but Bulega's opened up 10 bike lengths there straight away. Yeah,
Toprak was a little bit wide coming through turn 6, and Bulega was able to power off the bend and escape somewhat away. Now we'll see what Toprak Razgatlioglu's got with which to answer back in this cat and mouse game in the Superpole race. Egerter riding nose to tail now with the 6-time world champion, and this, remember, is over 8th place.
Yeah, just to say for Garrett Gerloff as well, we know how strong he is in the second half of longer races. Superpole race with the Q tyre as well, that plays to his strength. He might be able to pick off those riders too.
Yeah, 9th place, of course, I meant between Jonathan Rea and Dominic Egerter. Last of the points and last of the spots on the 3rd row of the grid. Petrucci getting ever closer to Alex Lowes for 3rd position, so we have got a few good races going on here as we watch this replay of the overtaking manoeuvre from Nicolo Bulega.
Yeah, great move from Bulega, and you can see here he sets it up nicely, sees the opportunity, comes through. He's opened up a gap of a 1.5 seconds just because he's got that bike underneath him, but a really good ride there from Bulega. It's all about the battle for that final step of the podium. Only a couple of tenths of a second between Lowes and Petrucci. Then you've got Locatelli, Van der Mark, Iannone and Gerloff. Jonathan Rea has just been overtaken by Domi Agutter for that final points paying position. 9th on the grid as well for Domi Agutter as it stands right now.
We watch Locatelli, Van der Mark, Iannone and Gerloff still fighting over 5th position in this race. Bautista up alongside Jonathan Rea. Riders who started on the 5th and 6th rows of the grid respectively, desperate to clamber their way into the top 9. There was contact there between Bautista and Rea, and it's Jonathan Rea who loses out of the running now for points in this Superpole race. Final important action here for the last of those positions on the 3rd row of the grid, and all 3 of these riders have an opportunity to progress. Dominic Egerter started 13th, Bautista 15th and Rea 16th.
Domi sliding all the way through 3 and 4, getting on the gas hard and early. He's trying to hold off Bautista. It's all about the next couple of 100 metres.
2 riders who were up on the podium last season here in Jerez are now scrapping it out for the last of the points paying positions in the Superpole race, but in the end that wasn't a real fight, was it? Down the 600 metre run in towards turn 6. Bautista makes it look easy, as he has so many times in the past. He took Toprak Razgatlioglu apart yesterday. He's going to do the same again here. Look at the margin of his advantage as Nicolo Bulega comes off the final bend. Let's see if Dominic Egerter can attack here against Alvaro Bautista. He's not close enough. Nicolo Bulega wins the Superpole race, the last of 2024. Toprak Razgatlioglu gets 2nd. Alex Lowes, the last step on the podium. So Kawasaki's podium drought comes to an end. Then it's Petrucci, Locatelli, Van der Mark, Gerloff, Iannone and Bautista up ahead of Dominic Egerter.
Into that last corner, Van der Mark threw it down the inside of Locatelli. We could see it from the drone shot, and just ran in a little bit hot, but wanting to take that 5th position, wanting to take that extra point off his rival for 6th in the championship. There's only 5 points between them going into the final race.